welcome you back to the Pepsi Viper Championship. Bill O'Neill having a cakewalk, an 85-pin win, a 33-pin win, and then a 56-pin win over Tommy Jones. He is set for your title match versus Andres Gomez. Here now, your GEICO Championship recap.
Hey Rob, this GEICO Championship recap is all about a little steamroller by the name of Bill O'Neill. In match number 1 against Amleto Monacelli, he has a 5-bagger, shoots 244. Then in match number 2, the little steamroller, well, he has a 6-bagger that shoots 242 against Mike DeVaney. Then in our last match against past player of the year, Tommy Jones, our little steamroller with another 6-bagger that shoots 248. Let's see if Bill O'Neill has any steam left for the championship match.
Thank you, Randall. That's what they're playing for. And we are set for the title match, uninterrupted, commercial-free. Bill O'Neill, your 4 seed, taking on the man from Bogota, Colombia, Andres Gomez. Here is Bill O'Neill, 2 tour titles, 1 major on his resume already. O'Neill has been consistent all day, a 244, a 242, and then a 248. Time now for the introduction of O'Neill's opponent.
The tournament leader owns multiple world titles, including 3 South American championships. From Colombia, Andres Gomez.
This the first career television appearance in America for Gomez. He was on Eurosport during the AMF World Cup a few years ago. Plenty of television experience overseas, just not here in the States.
I got to tell you, Rob, I love the international flavor at this year's World Series of Bowling. I just think it adds so much more to the sport.
You see the NBA and NFL dabbling in the international market, trying to get out there. Love to see the PBA stage a couple events over there. I mean, selfishly, I would love to visit Barcelona right about now.
Absolutely. But I mean, look at the PGA Tour. The #1 player in the world right now is Lee Westwood from England.
And here's Kimberly with a little bit more on the foreign invasion here in Las Vegas. Kimberly?
Rob, there are only 4 international players who've ever won a PBA Tour title on U.S. soil. They're Mats Carlsen from Sweden, Hall of Famer Amleto Monacelli from Venezuela, Finland's Mika Koivuniemi, and Australian Jason Belmonte. And we'll see if Andres Gomez can pull off the win today to become number 5.
And Gomez, Kimberly, with a spare in the first. Here he is to start the second. Checked a little early on him. That
looked like he got it left of target. Remember, it's all about angle through the front part of the lane, and that's what creates a little bit of hold. But once that angle goes too direct or too much up the lane, the ball will never hold off. See this? See how deep he's playing, sliding in the left gutter, but never got the ball far enough to the right. His angle was too straight.
Why it's not always easy to be that #1 seed in the stepladder finals. A guy like O'Neill has seen these lanes transition all afternoon long. He knows where they are, and Andres gets a couple warm-up tosses in between each match and has a brief little window to try and figure out where things are before he has to roll for the money.
Yeah, Bill O'Neill has the blueprint. Andres does not, and I think it's even tougher because of the fact that he's never been in this situation before. Now he's the #1 seed. He doesn't get the luxury of maybe getting a game under his belt.
Get there. 2 for 2 to open up. The title match is Bill O'Neill. Again, we will be here through the duration of the title match. No commercials.
You know, I mean, Bill O'Neill hasn't even broken a sweat today. He started at the bottom. He's climbed the ladder all the way to the championship match. And the demeanor hasn't changed. His posture hasn't changed. The only thing that's really changed is the angle that he's playing on the lanes.
25 total strikes already for O'Neill. And talk about quick starts. Look how he's jumping out of the gates and jumping on his opponents already today. Doing the same right now to Gomez. Looking for 3 in a row. Get up. A leadoff triple for O'Neill.
He's not giving his opponents any room to breathe.
Gomez beat Tommy Jones in the position round to move up to the #1 seed spot. The native of Bogota spent a lot of time in Fort Lauderdale as well. Gomez still seeking that first strike. He actually came to the States with the desire to bowl collegiately at the University of Florida. Went to Gainesville and things didn't really work out there. Went to a community college, then ended up in Orlando at the University of Central Florida, where he bowled there. So splits time between Columbia and the Sunshine State. Looking for his 3rd consecutive 9 spare.
Andres Gomez and I have a mutual friend back home by the name of Carlos Tobon. I actually started teaching Carlos to bowl way back in the day, and Carlos just happens to be a really good friend of Andres, both coming from Bogota to the United States to learn how to become a professional bowler. Andres made it. My friend Carlos decided to go to another route. As you take a look at Andres' arsenal, he's actually switched to a rein after the first 2 frames, but his angle much deeper than Bill O'Neill's angle. If you notice where this laydown point is on the lane, several boards left of Bill O'Neill's.
Looks like something just worked for Mr. Gomez. And we see this a lot, Randy, through the years. So many times we see the top competitors make a change too late. Gomez doing it here.
We're going to take a look and watch the direction of this shot. It's going to be laid down about here. It goes out to about that 7th or 8th board, and then all the way back. You see how deep that is, about the 25th board.
And O'Neill drops an opening ham bone. Saw that graphic just a second ago about the great quick starts for O'Neill. Here's another one.
Now this shot's going to be at least 5 boards right of Andres Gomez's shot. Watch this laydown area here. Ball out to about the 19th or 20th board, still giving angle to the right, but a lot farther right on the lane than Andres Gomez, and it's proven to be very successful. Pretty good shot coming up here from Bill O'Neill. Now this ball here is just going to enter the pocket just a little soft, leaving that half 10, but boy, he hasn't left too many of those today.
Busy off season, as it is for so many of these professional athletes for O'Neill, but bowled in Korea in September, spent time in Europe, a visit to Finland as well. And here is Gomez, who's getting set for the Colombian Nationals, which will be held in Medellin soon.
There's a rookie mistake. Andres getting up on the wrong lane.
I was going to take a practice shot.
I like the humor, Andres. Has never been a #1 seed in a stepladder final.
Oh, looks good.
The deep voice of Mr. Gomez.
I love it. He sounds like Sosa from Scarface. It's my favorite guy to interview.
Oh, it looks good. I like as we take a look at our PBA World Championship standings through the Viper Championship. Again, the top 8 advance to the first major of the year, the PBA World Championship. And there's Bill O'Neill sitting in 6th right now.
Norm Duke, Sean Rash, Kimmo Lehtinen from Finland.
Those numbers do not reflect where the bowlers finish up on the TV show. That's what they do through qualifying. And you can see that World Championships in January from right here at Southport. Oof. Could have used 3 in a row right there to get back into this match.
Yeah, and he's running out of time, and he's going up against a guy who has a lot of confidence and a lot of mo. in his corner right now. There's the hand rotating off the side, starts from underneath, feeding it right, having it hook left. Nice shot of that rotation.
So still just 2 strikes through 6 frames for Gomez. O'Neal already with 4 strikes and is set to close out the 6th with a 22-pin advantage here in our title match, the Pepsi Viper Championship. Eugene McCune won last week in the first event of the season, and here in the second, Bill O'Neal in control. And another strike for the real deal, Bill O'Neal. And O'Neal's going to cause some real problems for the rest of the people in the PBA if they think he's somebody not to be dealt with. I mean, this is a guy who got Player of the Year in his sights coming into this, and a win here really would help elevate that cause.
Yeah, he's the real deal. There's no doubt about it. And you know, I recognized that when I saw him finish 7th or 8th. Gosh, it was like 6 years ago at the U.S. Open. You just knew that this kid was destined for greatness out here on the tour, and he's proven it, just getting better and better year in and year out.
6th year on the tour. Seeking his 3rd career tour title. And another strike for O'Neal.
He's not hooping it up yet. You know,
No.
it's still business as usual until he locks it up.
And the missus is calm too. I like that. The O'Neal family knows about the sport.
It's all about experience, babe. Bill O'Neal is very much up the back of the bowling ball, controlling the transitional move as that ball comes off the end of the pattern. And that's why his ball reaction's been so phenomenal this afternoon. Just good stuff at the bottom of the swing. And see, Rob, there's the difference. A lot of angle from Andres Gomez, the ball coming up late, finishing behind the head pin, leaving that soft 10. Just a lot of angle is creating that soft 10 for Andres Gomez. Bill O'Neal much softer. Excuse me, much straighter. Much less angle.
Another spare for Gomez, which allows O'Neal to further distance himself from the Colombian.
Hey, Rob, I've got an idea. Let's find out a little more about my friend from South America.
Well, I've been bowling my whole life, since I was 7 years old, back in Colombia. I used to watch the PBA shows, you know, taped. And I used to, when friends flew into the United States, you know, we'll get a couple tapes and just watch the shows. So I was always, you know, my whole passion was to get to the PBA and to make a show to win a title. I grew up watching Amleto. You know, he was just 20 years old, and I was about 7 years old watching him bowl. And then I got to be on tour and travel with him. So that's definitely my passion. I also love golf, like I think most bowlers do. So that's been it.
Well, if the bowling doesn't work out and he can't make it in golf, it sounds like he could be an opera singer with those golden pipes, maybe a baritone or a bass. But right now what he needs to do is figure out a way to change his angle so that when his bowling ball does hit the pocket, all 10 pins go down.